Here on the rolling hills of Old New England is located America's most fabulous family entertainment known as Adventureland. Adventureland opened on June 15, 1957, and was located at 1 Scotland Road in Newbury, Massachusetts. The building was supervised by Fred Alborn of Albany, New York, who later became a general manager there. It cost $500,000 to build over 50 acres of land. Originally, it was only operated for 2 summers and was closed in 1960, but it was later reopened in 1962. The land being bought out to build the highway caused its official closing in 1969. If one was to look for Adventureland today, many locals would describe it as being located where the state police barracks are on Scotland Road. If someone is looking at the barracks, they are looking at what was once the parking lot of Adventureland. An oval-shaped driveway circled around the parking lot with a road to the left which led to a house and another road that led to the castle, which was the main entrance. Adventureland was a multi-venue family park split into 2 main sections. The first section was Storyland. This was complete with a storybook castle, a village green, as well as exhibits that highlighted many nursery rhymes, such as The Old Woman in the Shoe, The 3 Bears House, The 3 Pigs House, A Cradle in the Treetop, A Hickory Dickory Clock, Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Bo Peep, and Jack and Jill. One could also throw coins into a wishing well, and all the money went to Camp Sea Haven in Plum Island. In Storyland, one could also purchase concessions at the Gingerbread House, rent cameras for the day at the camera store, or shop for any kind of doll imaginable in the doll shop. The second section was a Western-themed area called Dodge City, originally called Prairie Junction. It was complete with a saloon, stables, blacksmith, jail, general store, root beer saloon, a saddlery, and more. Here, one could experience Dodge City shows that went on every 2 hours for 30 minutes. These shows consisted of bank robberies, street gunfights, saloon brawls, horse stunt riding with Pony Express mounts. Other offerings included a Wells Fargo stagecoach ride and a railroad which went through the back country with open cars that were easily accessible to Jesse James and his band of outlaws. One could also see a pirate ship which looked over Route 95 that sadly burnt down after the park closed. Near Dodge City, one could also find Fort Apache, a Native American village, where Pawnee Perkins and his scouts were always demonstrating Native American dances and warrior artifacts. In this area, one could also locate a little red schoolhouse and a Peter Pumpkin Eater pumpkin-shaped house. Many people met at Adventureland that still remain in touch. Wilma and James Buckley met in 1963 while both were working at Adventureland, and later married in 1965.
He was a cowboy in Dodge City. They used to do stunts like falling off of buildings and things like that. My husband hurt his shoulder. His arm was in a sling, and behind the gingerbread house were some small rides for kids. So they put him on the rides because he could do that with one hand. He came up to the gingerbread house for lunch one day, and that's how I met him.
A lot of credited people may have been found at Adventureland. Robert Bob Emery, known professionally as Big Brother Bob Emery, was a radio and television pioneer and a children's show host. He recorded one of his radio episodes at Adventureland. Also, Rex Trailer, a Boston-based regional television personality, broadcast pioneer, and cowboy made an appearance at Adventureland. When Route 95 was expanded to the interstate in the late 1970s, the state took the sign for Adventureland, the 56 acres of land, and the caretaker's house, sadly causing the official closing of the beloved park, Adventureland.